Hi, my name is Michael. I'm the tech manager for Onyx Smart Security. Today we're going to be covering your Alarm.com app. It's going to teach you everything that you need to know, key information, key points, how to arm and disarm your system, activity list, history, and most importantly, adding and changing user codes to your system. This video will encompass a brief overview. You'll also receive one in person from our installation team, and hopefully this answers any questions that you may have prior to or even afterwards once the install is completed. So once your app is installed, you'll come to this home screen. So as you can see here, you have a few different options depending on what products you have installed. So at the top here, you can see the green shield. When you tap this, it'll pop up a couple pop-ups. You'll be able to see the arm away and stay options. Arming in stay arms your entire perimeter, disables your interior motions. Arming away arms absolutely everything. If you have any sort of motion detectors, CO detectors, or anything, they cannot be bypassed as they are armed 24/7. Just below that on the left, you'll see a little icon here. It looks like an odd little oval. This shows you what sensors are open, typically motions, sometimes doors if it's open for a lengthy period of time. It does have a little bit of a brief delay, but in a pinch, you can see what sensors are open here. On the right of that, you'll see the panic option. So if you hit the little down arrow, it brings down a pop-up. Here you have security, fire, silent police, and medical. So the first two options, police and fire, pushing and holding those for 3 seconds or any of these will dispatch accordingly. However, pushing security and fire will automatically set the siren off for your system. Silent police and medical do not do that. And again, it's a push and hold for 3 seconds to dispatch, and it will prompt you. Below that, if you have any locks, anything attached to Z-Wave, as you can see here, we do for this video. You can simply tap on the unlock button and the lock will be labeled accordingly. You can see at the bottom of the screen, there is the lock option, and by pushing that, you can lock your door, as I will do for a test here. So as you can see on my screen there, the lock will lock, and then of course, you can unlock it very quickly as so. Below that, you may see a few other things on your screen, such as scenes or weather, which are just added features. On the bottom of the screen here, you'll see a few tabs as well. You'll see the Home tab, Activity, Discover, and more. So under the Activity tab here, you can select that, and you can see every single bit of activity that's taken place on your system within recently, usually in the previous 24 hours or so. If you select any given time here, you can see as the locking feature we just used, you can see that took place. You can see the times as well. You can see sensors that have opened and closed. And you can go back in history and see absolutely everything that's taken place, from every single login to any sort of testing alarms or anything like that. You can see everything. Next, we'll have the Discover tab. This just teaches you more about Alarm.com. Nothing really fancy about it. Ironically, it shows right here where the thing I just explained about the in-app panic. Then there's stuff like dark mode and everything there in case you do need it. Next, we'll navigate to the More tab. So the only thing of grave concern for you as the customer is the Users tab at the top. So if you navigate to that, this is where you'll be able to edit and change user codes. So obviously you can see there's likely a master code at the top and any other users that may have been added at this point in the system, which is unlikely. However, you have the ability to add users very quickly. So if you hit the plus button, it'll be either in the top right or the bottom right. You can input a first name and a last name for your user, and then hit create. And then from here, obviously we have a few things tied to our test system here, but here you can enter or generate a user code for the system. It's always 4 digits. And then you can see where it says security panels. And in this case, it says locks as well, which yours may or may not. For security panels here, you'll likely just have the one. So you can select which systems that you want this code to be valid for. So here, I'll do it for this lock and this system, and then I'll save it. Once that populates, you'll see the code, the name of the person, and then of course you may see synchronizing devices, which is all this means is that it needs a good 5 to 10 minutes for the code to synchronize with your entire system before it's 100% valid. Underneath that, you'll see the same thing you just selected is panels and locks. Of course, this can be changed if you no longer want the code to be valid, but again, you can just delete it. On the right of that, you'll see the option for time. So time here allows you to set whether the code's valid for 24 hours. Restricted schedule allows it so you can be 9 to 5 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever the case is. And then temporary access, you can set the code to be valid for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, a month, whatever the case is. Of course, you can just, when the code's not valid or you want to delete it, you can simply navigate back to your user profile list where all your codes are. You can select the 3 dots and you can just delete user and removes the code completely from your system. Well, that concludes the tutorial for the Alarm.com app. We hope this was super helpful. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email us at office@onyxsecurity.ca. We'll see you in the next one.